Good morning. Happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Woo. Are y'all okay with this new time? Is everybody kind of getting into the new time? Y'all know we had to fall back an hour, child. So listen, I'm still adjusting. Is everyone adjusting? Is everyone adjusting to the new time change? I know they say you get an extra hour, but it's still an adjustment. So I hope everyone's able to do that. Says, hey, Caramel, I'm here. Where you at? I'm here. All right, let's go ahead and speak to everyone. SD Warren is first. So good morning. Deborah Johnson is here. Shirley Terry. Delilah T is here. Big Steak is here. Denise Slay. Good morning. Janet Driscoll. Velma Sadler is here. Lucille Grill is here. Arthurita Johnson is here. So you celebrate your 61st birthday yesterday? Oh, not your 61st. Come on in here, okay? Y'all give her a happy birthday shout out, okay? Give Miss Johnson a happy birthday shout out, honey. 61 years. That's commendable right there, okay? Y'all give her a happy birthday, a belated happy birthday, okay? Shout out to her, and happy birthday. All right, we'll leave you. Let's see. Mary Giles, good morning. Good morning. My top flight roses in the building. Erica Butler, good morning. Good morning. Angela Kelly, good morning. Ronnie, Sheila Washington is here. Felicia is here. Dolly Mungum is here. Kim Naughton is here. Let's go down. Y'all are speaking to each other. I see Angela Cuff, Daisy Lewis, Kim Yu. Good morning. Honeybee is here. April RN. If y'all need a good RN, go and holler at April. She got you. D Nice is here. Adrian Wiley is here. D Nice is here. Scorpion Miss, my other top flight mod is here. Good morning. Let's keep scrolling. Gail West, I see you. Lisa Bell is here. Verdi Tulu Taylor is here. Shirley Terry is here. Let's keep going down. I see you, Mrs. Washington, Chevelle Carter, Sylvia Blow, Carla Van Zant, Pamela Williams. I'm trying not to speak twice, but it's okay. Carol Sweets is here. Vera Dockery is here. Good morning. Yeah, y'all give her happy birthday shout outs. Tam C, we love happy birthdays over here. Miss Spoken For is here. She said, I'm back. Thanks for coming back. Good morning. And good morning. Tabitha Lester, I see you. Good morning. All right, y'all give me a second. Because I got to do something now. I'm still here, guys. Give me a second, okay? I still here. Yep. Uh-oh. All right. Boom. All right. And we're back. All right. I had to change my mode. Good morning. All right. We got more people coming in. All right. JCD Creations. I see you, ma'am. Alicia Stout. Good morning. Miss Honeybee is here. Tyra is in here. Good morning. Tyra, Sweet Essence. All right. My top flight moms are deep up in here. Y'all better not get acting up, honey, because they will get you. They will get you. All right, so let's go ahead and get on into our show after we've spoken to everyone. I hope y'all are having a wonderful day, keeping warm. All right, it's warming up just a little bit, but it's still cold out, so y'all stay bundled up. Everything said in the video, of course, is alleged in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Let's go ahead and jump on in. All right, our first, y'all know politics is first, and that's what we like to stick with first. Knock that on out so we can get into the mess. So let's go ahead and jump on in. We're going to talk about my favorite person who is still my president, none other than Obama, honey, okay? So Barack Obama shades Donald Trump. I love it. For building a $300 million ballroom while many Americans go hungry and lose their health care. Said if you can't visit a doctor, don't worry. He will save you a dance. Come on, Shade. I love it. All right.
As for the president, he has been focused on critical issues like paving over the Rose Garden so folks don't get mud on their shoes, and gold plating the Oval Office and building a $300 million ballroom. So Virginia, here's the good news. If you can't visit a doctor, don't worry. He will save you a dance. And if you don't get an invitation to the next White House shindig, you can always watch the festivities and all the beautiful people on Truth Social. As for the president,
exactly. So he's indirectly saying that was the dumbest shit ever. If you had $300 million, you should have put that towards healthcare and food for the good peoples out here. We got 42 million that's going to be without food. So surely you could have taken 42 million out of 300 million to make sure that people have food on their tables, but that's not where his priority lies. Let's move along. Let's move along, honey. All right, more from y'all president, honey. Ain't my president. Let's get into this. Let's get into this, honey. All right, Trump clashes with CBS over government shutdown, calls Democrats extortionists, and says that Chuck Schumer is a basket case with nothing to lose. So now it's everybody else's fault except his when he ultimately has a final say in this situation, and he can go and use emergency funding, as we've said many times before, to help the American peoples out. All right, let's go ahead.
Make it much less expensive for people and give them much better health care.
Where is that
I'd
plan?
be willing to work with the Democrats on it. The problem is they want to give money to prisoners, to drug dealers, to all these millions of people that were allowed to come in with an open border from Biden. And nobody can do that. Not one Republican would ever do that.
My understanding is if those health care subsidies are not extended, premiums will double for many of the people that are on it. And I was looking into it. 3/4 of these people will see their health care premiums double. Live in states where you won in the last election. I mean, even here in Florida has the highest number of residents on Obamacare in the country.
And I'm saying we can fix it, Nora.
You have helped end these government shutdowns in the past when they came about, and you did it by bringing.
I'm very good at it,
you
but I'm not going to do it by. I'm not going to do it by extortion. I'm not going to do it by being extorted by the Democrats who have lost their way. There's something wrong with these people.
So then what happens on November 15th when the troops don't get a paycheck?
Schumer is a basket case, and he has nothing to lose. He's become, I just left your.
See how he's so focused on going after people he don't like? He hates the Democrats. Everything is a Democrats issue. This woman is asking him some very, very interesting questions, important questions. What happens on the 15th when the troops don't get a paycheck? He skipped right over that. He's so focused on Schumer and everything else. Let's continue.
Japan, he's become a kamikaze pilot.
Sounds like it's not going to get solved, the shutdown.
It's going to get solved, yeah. Oh, it's going to get solved.
How?
We'll get it solved. Eventually, they're going to have to vote.
You're saying the Democrats will capitulate?
I think they have to. And if they don't vote, that's their problem. Now, I happen to agree with something else. I think we should do the nuclear.
If they don't vote, then that's their problem. That means you will continue this charade of people not being able to eat, of the government still being shut down, and everyone's lives being affected. Y'all see how I threw that in there? Y'all catch that?
Their option. This is a totally different. Make it much less expensive for people and give them much better health care.
But where is that
and
plan?
I'd be willing to work with the Democrats.
Where's the plan? She's asking you. It just sounds like you have a bunch of ideas that you've not put into motion, yet other people are struggling. If you can do better than the Obama plan, and the only reason you want to get rid of the Obama plan is because you don't like Obama. If the plan is working, why tamper with the plan? That's my question. If something's working, why change it just because you don't like a person who actually put that plan into action?
On it. The problem is they want to give money to prisoners, to drug dealers, to all these millions of people that were allowed to come in with an open border from Biden, and nobody can do that. Not one Republican would ever do that.
My understanding.
You're a Republican and you're a whole felon in office serving our country. You are a felon. So you look down on other people who've committed crimes like it's just so bad, like, oh my God, get them out of the country. Meanwhile, you're sitting in office, a whole felon of several felonies, not just one. Not just one. And when you speak on people who shouldn't be here, start with your fucking wife, who is also an alien. You look like a fucking alien too. Let's continue.
Beginning is if those healthcare subsidies are not extended, premiums will double for many of the people that are on it. And I was looking into it. 3/4 of these people will see their healthcare premiums double. Live in states where you won in the last election. I mean, even here in Florida has the highest number of residents on Obamacare in the country.
And I'm saying we can fix it, Nora.
You have helped end these government shutdowns in the past when they came about, and you did it by bringing.
I'm very good at it.
He don't like people. Let me tell you something. Trump don't like people that can challenge him. He don't like that. And you can see the narcissist coming out of him. He don't like that. This woman obviously did her homework for this interview. You could tell. Okay, you could tell that she went ahead and did her homework for this damn interview. He don't like that shit. He don't like that she's asking him the hard questions and he don't have an answer for it. So what he does is, what all narcissists do is overtalk you. You see Martell do it anytime you hem him up in a corner. That's one of the biggest narcissists, okay? Trump, you have narcissistic tendencies. You like to overtalk people when you can't give them a clear answer on a question that they're giving you or asking you. That's a very interesting question.
At it,
You
but I'm
brought
not going to
members of
do it by
Congress
I'm not going to do
to
it
the
by
White House.
extortion. I'm not going to do it by being extorted by the Democrats who have lost their way.
The Democrats lost their way.
There's something wrong with these people.
So then what happens on November
is a
15th when the
basket
troops
case.
don't get a paycheck?
Schumer is a basket case, and he has nothing to lose. He's become, I just left your
He won't answer that. What happens on the 15th when troops don't get a check? He won't answer that. But you want the troops to protect you. You want the troops to go fight for you, but you don't want to pay them. So you want everyone to have free labor while you sit in office and can use $300 million to put up a damn ballroom, which is definitely not a need right now when you are talking about 42 million people without food.
ban. He's become a kamikaze pilot.
Sounds like it's not going to get solved, the shutdown.
It's going to get solved, yeah. Oh, it's going to get solved.
How?
We'll get it solved. Eventually, they're going to have to vote.
You're saying the Democrats will capitulate.
Meaning you want the Democrats to cave in and adhere to what the Republicans want versus their voice in terms of what they would like to vote for. So you want them to cave in and vote for whatever the Republicans are asking for so that said shutdown can be over. That's what we're saying.
I think they have to. And if they don't vote, that's their problem. Now,
If they don't vote, then that's their problem. He tried to rush over that.
to agree to something else. I think we should do the nuclear option. This is a totally different make it.
Y'all see the shit, right? So it said that Trump fired back at the host after being pressed about ongoing government shutdown. He accused government of extortion and took aim at Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, calling him a basket case who's lost his way. Now, Trump insisted that the shutdown will end only when Democrats have to vote. All right, so shout out to It's On Site. Put in there what y'all think about this. You guys see, this is the person that they voted for. And a lot of these states are starting to see now that they made a huge mistake by voting for him because he does not have your best interest at heart. He does not have your best interest at heart. Thank God he cannot run again. Let's move along. All right. Let's get into some Jasmine Crockett news because y'all know we love her over here. All right. We love her. She breaks things all the way down and read asses in the meantime. I love it. Shout out to Shade Room. Representative Jasmine Crockett joins to explain why this government shutdown is so dangerous. Let's see what she has to say.
As it pertains to the government shutdown, what's significant about November 1st? Let the roomies know what's happening and what is going to continue happening. What will things get worse in your opinion on November 1st?
Yeah, so I mean, imagine like this. The best way that I can describe this is imagine that you had a bill that came due and you don't pay that bill on the due date. And basically you get your cutoff notice, right? That's essentially where we are, right? So we were supposed to have our appropriations done by September 30th. We didn't get it done, but everything didn't just like automatically shut down on that day. It's kind of been gradual. Well, now, as it relates to SNAP benefits, as it relates to WIC, that runs out. In addition to, and it runs out to the extent that whatever was there is theoretically gone, but there are emergency dollars that can be tapped into specifically for SNAP, and he's decided not to tap into them. In addition to that, we really end up hitting like a really sore spot by the time you get to 30 days because there are certain people, for instance, my staff and myself, we get paid once a month. So within the federal government, you have people that get paid every 2 weeks. You have people that get paid twice a month. And then you have people that get paid once a month. So now we're going to end up with a whole other string of people that are about to miss their checks and they're about to miss an entire month's worth of pay. So now people will potentially start to say, I just can't do this, because you may lose your job if you go and work somewhere else. That's another thing people don't understand. We're in a shutdown. They make people work without getting paid, but you also can lose your job if you end up taking up other jobs, even though this one is not paying you at the moment.
So travel and things of that nature is going to be affected, because I just traveled back from Atlanta. Me and Zach both did. We traveled back and it was crazy. Hartsfield is already crazy as it is, but they were saying that things are slowing down because a lot of the government workers are saying, I'm cool.
especially our TSA workers. TSA workers, like I just encourage all of y'all, as y'all are going through the airport, like don't be dismissive. Like I feel like there's a lot of federal government workers that people don't really fully appreciate until they need something. I would just ask. Like kindness goes a long way, especially in this moment. I would just ask that, like literally, if you are traveling, to just thank a TSA worker, like thank them for their service, because they're showing up and they are some of our least paid workers, and they are really going through it right now. So you may have TSA workers that are like, forget it, like I gotta go find me another job, which means that those lines get a lot longer, and there is the risk of obviously something being missed.
As it pertains.
She broke that down. All right. So now, as the funding is set to run out during the government shutdown, Representative Jasmine Crockett comes back. Shout out to her with TSR, which is the Shade Room, live to explain why things could get much more difficult for everyone after funding runs out in November. Okay. I hope they figure this out before then. All right. So what do y'all think about what she had to say? Again, I think they should go ahead and tap into the emergency funding so that they can kind of keep things afloat until they figure out this whole voting to end this whole shutdown. All right, let's continue on. Now, somebody else who's doing a very good deed while the shutdown is in place. Let's go ahead and get into that. I know a lot of people are going to be happy to hear this if you stay in the Atlanta, Georgia area. So they're saying free rent and water in Atlanta until January 31st. Mayor Dickens did that. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to Hits on Fire for that.
No resident, none, should go hungry or wonder how they'll feed their family because of political gridlock. Therefore, earlier today, I issued an administrative order directing the following actions.
Like this besides
the Commissioner of the Department of Watershed Management will refrain from terminating the water services of any residential watershed management customer due to non-payment from today through January 31st, 2026. The Atlanta Housing Authority, Atlanta Beltline Incorporated, Fulton County, the City of Atlanta Land Bank Authority, Invest Atlanta, Partners for Home, and the City of Atlanta's Department of Grants and Community Development are called upon to institute a temporary moratorium on residential evictions and filings in city-owned, city-sponsored, and funded housing units and housing developments, also through January 31st. No resident.
Y'all hear that?
None.
That's what's up. All right. So y'all know it's definitely going to be getting ready to get cold. You're gonna have a lot of people who are not, well, a lot of people right now are not getting paid. So it's great to hear. It kind of gives people a sigh of relief for them to hear that your water will not be cut off and you will not be evicted from your home up until January the 31st. Okay. That'll give people, that'll give people some nights where they can sleep and not have to worry about, oh my God, I don't have my rent for this month. I'm gonna be put out, or I can't pay my water. They're about to come turn my water off. So watershed management cannot come and cut off your water, and you cannot be evicted. So thank God for that. Shout out to Mayor Dickens for doing that. Now I did have something else that I pulled up that we can further read up on with that. So shout out to him, child. You might win another turn behind that, sir. Okay. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Okay, let's read it. Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens steps in. No evictions, no water shutoffs till 2026 as SNAP funding dries up. All right. Atlanta Mayor Andrew Dickens is stepping in to protect struggling residents as city braces for the effects of lost federal food assistance. Now, on October 31st, 2025, Dickens issued an executive order pausing evictions and water shutoffs through January 31st, 2026, in response to the federal lapse in SNAP benefits or funding. Now, the mayor's order temporarily stops the Department of Watershed Management from disconnecting water services for non-payment. It also halts eviction filings for tenants living in city-owned or city-subsidized housing, giving Atlanta's most vulnerable residents a cushion while federal aid is disrupted. Okay, it says that according to the city's official statement, it's meant to prevent further hardship as thousands of households face uncertainty following the lapse in federal nutrition support. No one should have to worry about losing their home or water access while trying to put food on the table, according to Mayor Dickens. In his most recent press release, it says that the action comes as federal funding delays have left families relying on SNAP benefits without critical resources. So Atlanta says we're rising rent, and inflation have already strained low-income communities and has seen growing concern over how residents will manage basic needs. Okay, so city officials say that the order will stay in effect until January 31st of 2026 or until federal funding is restored, whichever comes first. So that's great. It says in the meantime, the mayor is urging state and federal leaders to find a long-term fix to prevent further disruptions to programs like SNAP that directly impact working families. Okay, so you don't have to worry about I ain't got nothing to eat or a place to stay. That's gonna put a lot of people out and have a lot of people homeless in addition to hungry. So the latest steps follows said this latest step follows Dickens' ongoing push for the affordable housing initiatives and utility relief programs aimed at stabilizing struggling residents. Atlanta approach could serve as a model for other cities facing similar economic pressures tied to federal funding uncertainty. So yeah, they should definitely take this to other states as well, so that other people will feel a little bit safer and have a little bit more peace of mind, knowing that they will not have their water cut off, because you got to have water, because you got to be able to use the bathroom, flush your toilets. You got to be able to have water to cook, clean and all these things. So you need water. All right, you need water, and thank God for that. Thank God for that, and people will not lose their homes. So shout out to Mayor Dickens for that. Okay, shout out to them. It's always a ram in the bush, as the old people say. Okay, let's move along. Floyd Mayweather is getting some backlash. Let's talk about that. Yeah, do we have any Atlanta residents in the chat? If so, if you are in those type of house city or city housing or whatever, that's good news that you will not lose your home all the way up until January 31st or until they figure out the SNAP benefit situation. All right, so great for that. Moving along, honey. Floyd Mayweather faces backlash after declaring support for Israel. Said that fans accuse him of selling out following a speech at Republican Jewish Coalition event. Let's go ahead and hear what he had to say, child. For a person who can't read, he might need to sit his ass down with his 1986 jacket on. Let's go.
And like I said before, I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
They said this is what it looks like when you're selling your soul for money. All right. So it said that Floyd Mayweather is catching heat after telling the crowd at a Republican Jewish Coalition event, I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. What about the people here? Said, I will always stand behind the country of Israel. Said many online accused the boxing champion of selling out and claimed that the appearance looked paid, with some saying that he only shows up when there's a paycheck involved. I can agree with that because he is about his money. So yeah, that's not a good look. If you should be always standing up for, be the voice for anybody, it should be your own damn country, not somebody else, right? That's the whole sellout. Let's play it one more time before we move on. Shout out to It's On Site.
And like I said before, I'm not with you guys 10%, 50%. I will always be the voice for the people in Israel. I will always stand behind the country of Israel, the one and only Floyd Money Mayweather in Israel. I will always be here for you guys when you guys don't have a voice.
Child, hey, public frenemy number one, thanks for being here. What y'all think about that? Y'all sound off that this does give sellout vibes. Okay, it really do. It gives sellout vibes. Moving right along though. All right, so some prayers goes up for this mother. All right, who her child was caught up in a very unfortunate situation. Let's go ahead and get into this neighborhood talk. Thank you. All right. So a mother demands justice after her fiance pows her 16-year-old daughter in the face, you guys, during a dispute over some car keys. This is why we talk about this all the time. Mothers, be careful who you date and or bring into your home. Okay, it's your fiance who you are getting ready to marry, and this person has taken the life of your child over some damn keys. Like, yeah, what does that say? You got to be careful who you date nowadays, okay? Because some people can be crazy. Make sure you know who you're attaching yourself to and or bringing around your children. That's another thing. Let's go ahead and get into what this mother had to say. Then we'll read up. All right. Shout out to the neighborhood talk.
Hurt my child, and I need justice.
Des Moines police say 16-year-old Maya Bowie was shot in the face Sunday by her mother's fiance. That man is now on the run.
KCCI's Pepper Papura joins us tonight from the police station. Pepper, what do we know about him?
Well, Ben and Stacy, police say that is 28-year-old Kevin Fajardo. And as you mentioned, he's accused of shooting Bowie in the face, critically injuring the girl. Now, police have put a call out on social media as a part of their Wanted Wednesday campaign and an attempt to find him. And today, Bowie's mother, Jacora Jones, sat down with us and detailed how it all happened. The wide smile, bright eyes, and glowing skin you see in these birthday photos is one of the last depictions of Maya Bowie's face. Because before she could celebrate her 17th, an act of violence nearly took her life and spurred a string of surgeries to restore her smile.
It's gonna be a couple more gonna be done.
Long process.
Yeah, it's gonna be a journey for us.
Sunday morning, Bowie's mother, Jacora Jones, says her fiance, Kevin Fajardo, was behaving like he was under the influence.
When I see him, he didn't look himself.
So she told her daughter to retrieve the family's car keys from downstairs.
But when she go down, I just hear commotion.
Fajardo was already inside and going for the keys. Before Jones could step in, he pulled a gun and fired.
He shot her and I seen my baby, her face was split open. Her whole chin was gone. She was just into blood and I couldn't help her.
Before emergency crews arrived on scene, Fajardo fled. Bowie was rushed into surgery, but just 5 days later, Jones says her daughter is speaking and moving around.
She doing better than me.
Better because Jones is troubled by the knowledge Fajardo has not been found.
I'm tired of walking around like it's okay when it's not okay.
I asked Jones if she had anything to say to Fajardo.
It's best that you do allow forcemen get you, or you just get yourself. Because every breath in my body that I'm used to build her back up, I promise you that I'm gonna get you.
And police do say Fajardo is dangerous. If you have any information that can help locate him, call police.
You hurt my child.
Again, women, be careful who you date and bring around your kids. So, mother, let me just say this. You put your daughter in a situation she probably shouldn't have been in. If you needed to get the keys from him, because I'm pretty sure that's not the first time that he's shown some type of an aggression towards you, okay? Or you've probably seen how mad he can get, and you know he probably had a substance abuse issue. That's probably not the first time you've seen that. You put your daughter in this situation by telling her to go down and get them keys to make her feel that she had to defend herself against an adult. If he wanted those keys, he definitely was going to do whatever it took. And if he was under the influence, that just made the shit worse, because we all know that people's emotions are heightened when they're on drugs, okay? So you kind of indirectly put her in the middle of an adult situation. Why didn't you go down and get the keys, okay? And say to him, I don't think it's a good idea for you to take the keys because you're under the influence, okay? And then deal with it. Call 911, whatever the case may be. This young girl, 16 years old, will forever remember that. Thank God she did not pass away from it, but she will have lifelong injuries and psychological issues behind that situation, because she could have her life could have been ended. Yeah, her life could have been ended. So according to Law and Crime, police say that 28-year-old Kevin Fajardo is the suspect and believed that he powwowed the girl inside the apartment before taking off. Authorities are warning that he is dangerous and asking anyone who sees him to call 911 immediately. The mother, Jones, says that Fajardo seemed like he was under the influence before things went left. She told her daughter to grab the car keys, then suddenly heard a commotion. So when you heard a commotion, 911 should have been on the phone, and a pow. Following the commotion, when she ran over, she found her daughter badly hurt. Despite being pow at close range, Bowie survived, which is the daughter. after days of surgery. The mother says that she is starting to talk and walk again. According to this, they said that this is sane. Hopefully, baby girl makes a speedy recovery. Prayers up. Of course, prayers up. Shout out to the neighborhood talk on that. Mothers, again, I keep emphasizing this. I'm going to re-emphasize. Watch who you're dating and bring it into your home, because not everybody that love you love your kids. All right. It has to be unconditional. And when you see the red flags, don't just, look over and say, well, things will get better. Sometimes not. Okay. If a person is aggressive like that, you don't want to put your kids in a situation to where they have to defend you. And then they wind up hurt or unalive, because we've heard stories about this so many times where women bring men into their homes. They have sons. Of course, sons are going to take up for their mothers. So when they see a man being aggressive in tone or in action towards their mother, they're going to jump in that situation, and it could ultimately get your son or child hurt or unalive. So watch who you're bringing around your kids. Every man that looks, he's a nice looking guy, but he's not a good guy. He's a fucking nuthole. Nutcase, rather. I mean, damn. Prayers up. Prayers up. All right, let me get off this child, because y'all know I get mad. I get mad with shit like this. Let's move on, honey. Let's move on. A lot of times we get digmatized, honey. We don't see the red flags. Sometimes, that good schlong will have you like this. Blinded, honey. Blinded by the truth. The truth be right there, but you can't see it because it's got that little thing there in front of you. Oh, Jesus. Let's move on. Women, let's do better. Lord have mercy. And men, because you can date crazy women that can snap off on your kids and do some crazy shit as well. All right. We can just put it on the men, because we love the men and women over here. All right, let's get into some Nicki Minaj news. She's catching hell as she continues to lose followers. All right. You guys know she did already pull her album back in terms of saying that her new album she was going to put out, she's no longer going to put it out. But now it says that Nicki Minaj loses another 100K followers in less than 24 hours after the internet brands her MAGA Barbie, child. Oh, Lord, let's get into it. The girls are fighting, and indeed they are. Let's read it, honey. Nicki Minaj loses another 100K followers in 24 hours after internet brands her MAGA Barbie. Nicki Minaj has once again set social media ablaze, but this time it's not for a rap feud or album teaser. Said that the rapper is facing a wave of backlash and mass unfollows after sharing a post that many fans interpreted as her aligning with the current administration. Ooh, let me find out. Now it says on Twitter, okay, Minaj reposted a statement from the president addressing the prosecution of Christians in Nigeria. It said that in her caption, she wrote, "Reading this made me feel a deep sense of gratitude. Says that we live in a country where we can freely worship God. No group should ever be persecuted for practicing their religion. Says thank you to the president and his team for taking this seriously. God bless every prosecuted Christian. So let's remember to lift them up in prayer." This is what Nicki Minaj wrote. Says that while her post appears rooted in a message of religious freedom, the mention of the president paired with her public gratitude was all it took to ignite chaos online. Y'all know people not feeling the president right now, child. They're not feeling him. Said within hours, MAGA Barbie, honey, began trending and fans started unfollowing in droves. That's sad. You losing your star power and you're losing your following. Okay, Nicki. All right, it's not bad enough. You already in this huge mess weeks ago with Cardi and other rappers as well, just crashing out on the internet. Now you are reposting and going up for anything that right now that Trump is doing, which now makes you public enemy number one along with him. And people are just not following you, and people don't want to have anything to do with you. That's a lot, 100K in 24 hours and counting. All right, because it's still going down. Yeah, so y'all put in there what y'all think about that. About Nicki Minaj, honey, she's losing. You're losing. All right, let's get into this next topic. Child. All right, Clarissa Shields news, child. I'm sick of her too. So Clarissa Shields named off a few celebrities that she says she gets compared to. Says, do you see any resemblance in the names that she mentioned? Y'all guys see down here, she's saying that people say that she looked like Glorilla, Yandy from Love and Hip Hop, even Megan Thee Stallion. Let's get into it, child. I don't think you look like any of them.
I think I look like everybody. I look like Yandy. I look like Glorilla. I look like Megan Thee Stallion. I mean, it goes on. Y'all say I look like Scarlett. They say I look like every single body. And the only person who I think who I can even close to favor is Yandy. Like, I think that me and Yandy have a couple of features that may look alike, but anybody else that they said, no.
Yandy?
And all them women are beautiful women. I'm just saying, no. Like, where, I don't know how y'all getting Glorilla. She literally, I just don't see it at all. I look like me. And I've gotten Serena Williams in my younger years. You know what I'm saying? Oh, here come the Layla Ali groupies. Yeah, I think I look like everybody. I look like Yandy.
She cannot stop talking about Layla for nothing.
Please get off my page. All y'all doing is crying. Oh, you're bullying her. How I'm bullying somebody who said they had knocked me out? That's crazy work. Hey, yep, I have gotten Hitman Holla too, his twin sister. I have gotten that, yep. I have. I don't know what's the big deal, but I look damn good without makeup like I look good with makeup. Let's just stop it. I actually don't wear a lot of makeup. For my little stuff I do it, but baby, I ain't never been scared to wear my face, ever. Y'all is crazy. Some of y'all be hating so bad. Oh, you got the sparkly filter on. All it do is make sparkles on your damn face. What else do it do? Hold on, let me go ahead and filter. Are you good now? You just regular makeup. I like the little shiny stuff. That's it. Please get off my page. All y'all doing is crying. Oh, you're bullying her.
I don't think you look like any of those people that you named, especially Yandy. Like, should you not be worried about some other things now? Do you not have a fight coming up? Like, what do you have going on? Where's your man, Papoose? Where's Papoose? Papoose, please come and get her off the internet, because I swear this girl have nothing to do. She stay on the internet talking junk, and you always got to throw Layla Ali up in there for some odd reason. It's giving obsession. It's giving Mariah Carey, why you so obsessed with me? Because at this point in time, damn, every time you go live now, you mentioning Layla Ali. Why is that? Why is that? You are mad, jealous, and pressed so hard over Layla Ali. I mean, shit, I get it too. People mention me every time they go live, but shit, it is what it is. I mean, okay. All right, shit. Let's move on though, child. Layla, shout out to you, girl. I'm rocking with Layla on that. And Clarissa, I like you, but you on the bullshit, honey. I can't, honey. But I feel you though. I feel you, child. I feel you, Layla, because child, people talk about me too. But anyway. All right, you got a dab on, okay? Dab on. All right, so let's continue, honey. Shout out to the Alive Bites. Heavenly has something to say. Y'all know she's still trying to be political, right? Says Dr. Heavenly claims, child, that 78% of SNAP recipients are white, and calls out the government for sending money to Argentina while neglecting homes. Let's get into it, okay? Y'all know she's trying to be real political now, okay? Let's get into it.
And let's talk about who gets SNAP benefits, because I just heard, I just read that 78% of people that get SNAP benefits are white. Not saying anything wrong, but it's led to us to believe that it's us that get SNAP benefits, that we're and that SNAP benefits are for someone who does not work. But we all have learned that more people work on SNAP that are not working, right? We even have people in the military getting SNAP benefits, right? So explain to me this. If the government is shut down, just let y'all think about what we're doing. If the government is shut down because we met a debt ceiling, and they're shutting down because they don't have enough money. This is what all people are talking about. But break it down. The government is shut down about the health. And let's talk about who gets SNAP benefits. The government is shut down because they're saying they don't have enough money. They've reached a debt ceiling. But then again, they playing in y'all face, or our faces, because they just gave Argentina $20 billion with another $20 billion on the way. Okay, the facts are what it is. 2.2 million people in the state of Georgia use Medicaid, Medicare. We need each other. But I think they thought that if they delayed SNAP benefits, that the Democrats were going to come back. But they don't realize how resilient we are. We've been here before. we need the SNAP benefits. Don't get me wrong, we need them. But we have to be an ecosystem that takes care of ourselves regardless. So that's why all the churches and stuff are coming out to give free food. But it's shut down. Because
that's crazy, just saying $20 billion to Argentina. And you got 42 million people in the country that don't have no fucking food. So you got the money, but you're sending it to other countries. Why would Argentina be a priority over America? I just over the States. I just don't understand that. Again, why would Argentina be a priority to get 40 billion? That's a B, not million. $40 billion. So it shows that we do have the money, but it's definitely going the other way. Trump, you need to be impeached. You need to be impeached. If that's indeed true, that y'all just sent over 20 billion and you about to send another 20, your ass need to be out of office for real for that. Okay, seriously. I really think so. But let's move along. Let's move along, honey. Let's move along. Housewife from Housewife. Let's get into it. Miss Ebony K. Williams. All right, you guys have seen her face before. Let me stop. Yes. So shout out to her. She is an attorney. Okay, she is an attorney, often duplicated. But we're gonna go ahead and get into what she had to say about Mr. Eddie Osefo. Okay, let's get into it. Let's get into her legal aspect of what's going on here with him and his legal troubles that's ahead for the fraudulent insurance claims. Let's go.
The $1 million question is this: what message is Eddie and Wendy sending to the courts and to the court of public opinion and being tried separately? Because a lot of people are saying Eddie may be trying to take the fall for this if it comes to that, because they do have 3 small children.
Sure. Yes. I mean, we can just kind of cut to the chase, right? There's much chatter that perhaps a strategy at play here is one co-defendant, in this case, Eddie, assumes responsibility, so to speak, of all of the charges, and say there was no conspiracy because conspiracy requires 2 people. There was no conspiracy. My wife, the co-defendant, knew nothing. If indeed there was foul play here, it's all on me. And he assumes all of that liability, that legal responsibility himself. That is being widely speculated. Is that possible? Sure. We've seen it before. It can happen. But 2 things. It's very important that Raindrops understand, even if that is the legal strategy Mr. Osefo, Eddie, and his legal team are trying to implement, and even if there's agreement from Wendy and her legal team, and this is how we want it to go, prosecutors are not bound by that, Carlos. So it's not as if there's optionality amongst the defendants to say, I'm volunteering to take all the weight here, just let her off, and then it just be that way, if that makes sense. The evidence is what must be evaluated. And then the judge and ultimately jury, if it gets to trial level, will decide.
The $1 million question is this.
All right. So what do y'all think? What they're saying here is that there are whispers that Eddie may be taking the fall for this entire fraud situation between he and his wife, Wendy Osefo, to avoid her having to go to prison because they do have 3 younger children. So do you think that Wendy will neglect to testify against him? Because you do know that spouses really don't have to testify against their other spouse in court or in the court of law. So what they're saying here is that it's possible that Eddie may just take the fall for this entire thing, but they're going to run into some issues because there was an email between the 2 of them back and forth where this whole elaborate plan was in motion, where he was saying something to her and she was also telling him what he needed to do in terms of making this plan work. So it's not like that her hands are clean in this, because clearly you're showing your email to him saying, hey, this is what you need to do. Add such and such on there to make it all the way up to the $400 and something thousand for this, so that we can get the maximum for this particular claim. Okay. And he pretty much responded by reciprocating what she was saying. Okay, so it's giving that the 2 of them are in on it. But now, from what Ebony K. Williams, who is an attorney, saying, hey, whispers that Eddie is probably going to try to take the fall for this entire thing. He's already lawyered up, got a very expensive lawyer, $15,000 an hour, which is what he will be paying to said attorney. I told you guys he has the same attorney that Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton had. Okay, so hey, we'll see how this plans out. They do have their first court date coming up here, I want to say in maybe like a week or so. So as that happens, of course, we will jump back on here and give you guys the update on that. So do y'all think that Eddie is going to take the fall and lose his lawyer license because he's an attorney as well. So he probably won't be able to practice law anymore if he does so. That's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him really bad in order to save Wendy from going to prison or doing any jail time in addition to, so that someone can be back to help raise the children. Okay, so let's continue, honey, because you see a lot of married couples that do that. They say, nah, it was all me, so that the wife don't have to go to prison. But let's continue on. All right, let's get into some scamming stuff, child. We've been hearing a lot of scamming stuff, so let's get into this topic. Let's get into this topic, honey. Everybody out here trying to scam somebody. Let's get into it. Now, family was scammed out of $2,100 while vacationing in Mexico, but they refused to let it go and made sure to confront the scammers and set things straight. Let's get into it, honey. Shout out to Rap House TV. That's why I saw it.
We not calling no motherfucking police. They gonna call it. They gonna call it. They gonna call it. Hey, y'all ain't finna beat us out of 2,100 like that, pimp. We finna tear this whole pier up. So y'all can get the police out here. Let me get my money back.
The money right there, right? No, I mean, that's my wallet, but I don't have money.
Hey, Rody.
Hey, don't holler at me. Because y'all got a fucked up reputation. They told us not to fuck with y'all. And then you turn around and play it.
Yes, 670, okay?
Yeah. 670. Yes. We not calling no motherfucking police.
They looked like they were trying to do something or some type of fun event in Mexico, and they told them it was $2,100. They gave them the money, looked like in cash because they're counting it, and it's given it. They scammed them, and they were like, "Yeah, we're not leaving. You might as well go ahead and call the damn police because shit is about to get real different up here on this pier. We're about to tear all this shit up and knock all this shit over if we don't get our $2,100 back." Y'all know how black people get, honey, when it comes to their money, especially $2,100. So they were not about to sit back and let these damn Mexicans up and scam them. So y'all know they say right here, we cuss so good when we get mad, baby. We would cuss you slam out about our money. Do you hear me? Especially with the government shut down and people losing their jobs, SNAP benefits gone, baby, you would get cussed all the way out from your head down to your toenail. Let's get back into it one more time.
They gonna call it. They gonna call it. They gonna call it. Hey, y'all ain't finna beat us out of 2,100 like that, pimp. We finna tear this whole pier up. So y'all can get the police out here. Let me get my money back.
The money right there, right? No, I mean, that's my wallet, but I don't have money.
Hey, Rody.
Hey, don't holler at me. Because y'all got a fucked up reputation. They told us not to fuck with y'all. And then you turn around and play it.
So if you were told not to fool with them, then why did you go over there and count your $2,100 out to them knowing that you were going to be scammed? That's my thing. If you ain't got to tell me one time don't fool with somebody because they're going to do such and such and such, okay. I ain't about to come up over there and fool with you and up and lose my money. Like
670, okay?
Yeah. 670. Yes. We not calling
that money out after he heard they about to tear that damn pier up. What y'all think about that one? Let's move along, honey, because black folk, you know, we'll tear some shit up. All right, so let's get into this. TikTok famous cheer coach, Adriana Cobb Williams, found not guilty in an Albany, Georgia trial after allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a student. We hear a lot about this as well, where teachers are having relationships with students. This has been going on for years. But let's get into this topic, honey. I said, ooh, shout out to G Money on it. Let's get into it, honey. All right.
Following this picture on your screen being leaked, it allegedly shows her kissing Jaquan Maddox, who was a student at Monroe Comprehensive High School, where she was a teacher at the time. So far, Cobb Williams has testified and admitted to kissing Maddox, but she says she did not have sexual intercourse with him or oral sex. Today, the defense asked her why she wanted to testify, and here is her response.
Why do you want to testify?
I want to testify to the jury because they're the ones who's going to be judging me. And almost 2 years of being involved in this.
Following this picture.
She crying like that when she was kissing him, no.
I have been silent. And today I want my voice heard.
No tears.
Yeah, ma'am.
Were you with the defendant because of money?
No, ma'am.
Why were you with the defendant? Why were y'all talking? Because what?
I was 17. Like she's 33. I'm like 30 something.
Seems slow.
I was gonna turn it down.
Say what now?
I was gonna turn it down. She came on to me.
Money. This case.
He's saying that he was 17, she was 30 something. She came on to him. He was not going to turn it down. This is what the young man who was said to be in a relationship with the teacher had to say when he was on the stand. He seemed a little slow though, right? So let's read. All right. So TikTok famous cheer coach Adriana Cobb Williams has been found not guilty after facing accusations of having an inappropriate relationship with a student at Monroe Comprehensive High School. So the case gained massive attention both locally and online as Cobb Williams, who became known for her energetic cheer content and viral videos, was accused in engaging in misconduct while working as a cheer coach. I think they did more than kiss. I'm sorry. I really do. I'm sorry. Y'all know how mannish these little young boys can be. So during the trial, Cobb Williams admitted to kissing the student, but denied any further physical contact or sexual relationship. Prosecutors alleged more had occurred, while the defense argued that the state's evidence was insufficient and inconsistent. After days of testimony, the jury deliberated for about an hour before returning a not guilty verdict on all charges. The courtroom reportedly grew emotional as the decision was read, with family members and supporters expressing relief. The case has since sparked widespread debate online over teacher-student boundaries, social media influence, and accountability, especially given Cobb Williams' large following on TikTok. Okay. I'm just be honest. I feel like it went further than a kiss, but of course, in the court of law, you do have to prove said interactions before you can find somebody guilty of that. So, yeah, that picture definitely showed an intimate kiss between an adult and he is still considered a child, even though he's 17 years old, because you're not legal or seen as an adult until you're 18 to, I guess, 21 years old. So that was inappropriate. You shouldn't have been kissing any of your students. So she definitely should not be working as a cheer coach or any teacher, any type of teacher in any capacity, because you do not know how to control yourself when it comes to children who supposed to look up to you as an adult figure. Okay. How are they supposed to respect you when you're coming on to them and you're kissing them and doing inappropriate things with them? So she definitely should not be around children, because it does give pedo vibes. And I know a lot of times as men, if the situation was different, if the situation was flipped to where this teacher or this coach was a man doing this to a female, it will be seen differently, and everybody will say, oh, he needs to be locked up, or this person is a whole pedo. Women can be pedos as well. This is definitely pedo vibes right here for her to initiate a relationship or inappropriate conversation with a 17-year-old who is supposed to see her as a teacher or a person of authority. So that's how I see it. I would not like that if that was my child. I would want that person fired, never to be working at any school ever again, because you obviously have a problem with all the men that's out here that you could have talked to. You reach back and get a 17-year-old child. But let's continue. You might need to get your head examined, sis. Let's move along into some Cardi B and Stefan Diggs news. Y'all know that Cardi was just seen at Stefan Diggs' recent game. And he reaches in and grabs and rubs her tummy. So we heard the other day that she chose to move out from staying in his home after finding out another woman just announced that she is indeed pregnant with twins from Stefan Diggs. Okay. So it says we can't get enough of these two clips of Stefan Diggs and Cardi B at his football game. Let's get into it. So he rubs her belly in front of everybody.
Teach her the touchdown celebration?
Nah, she picked it up on her own. Dance move's a little shaky though, so I'll look into that for y'all though.
Did you teach her the touchdown celebration?
Nah, she picked it up on her own. Dance move's a little shaky though, so I'll look
I don't
into that for
little
y'all.
touchdown dance.
Did you teach her the touchdown celebration?
Nah, she picked it up on her own. Dance move's a little shaky though, so I'll look into that for y'all though.
He said I'll look into that for y'all though. So y'all see him reaching in, grabbing her belly and rubbing. She got big fast. My God. She ready to drop that baby soon. That's cute what she got on though. Boots are cute. Come on, Boots. I love a good boot. Come on, Boot. Jacket is cute. So she definitely, whoever her stylist is, they got her out here cute. Okay, he reaching in, rubbing his baby. Looking right at the camera. He like, yeah. So what y'all think about that? She seemed to love it, child. Cardi love a good cheating man, honey. He cute and all, but he's a damn cheater, girl. It's too many babies born in the same year. I could not be cool with that, but yeah, I told you guys he already has 2 other kids that were born this year within 2 months apart, 2 little girls by 2 different women, of course. And now he does have a set of twins on the way, including Cardi B's baby, which is born, I think they said January, February of next year. So yeah, she is gearing up to be going on tour very soon. So we'll see what happens. But they appear to be still in good spirits, I guess. Okay. Maybe he apologized again for getting somebody else pregnant again while they are supposed to be in a relationship. So let's move along. Okay. Showing a little affection, I guess. I don't know. All right. I think she might be. What y'all think? Y'all think she's having a girl or boy? I think it might be a boy this time. I don't know. But let's continue. Monique, honey, is still trying to chase down apologies. I'm so sick of her. I don't know what to do with myself. Comedian Monique, honey, is still looking for apologies from doggone Tyler and Oprah. I'm like, girl, if they ain't apologized yet, they not gonna do it. Like, you are losing sleep over Oprah and Tyler Perry not apologizing to kissing your ass. They just not gonna do it. Shout out to Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to the Jasmine brand. All right, damn. So Monique is once again asking for transparency, this time in front of the world. Go away, Monique. Damn. All right, so during a recent appearance on the 85 South show, the Oscar-winning actress and comedian child says that she still wants a public open conversation with Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey about long-standing issues that she believes affected her career. This girl will beat a dead horse. Do y'all hear me? I mean, girl. Oh, I'm gonna need a drink after this. It says that my knees don't buckle. We know. Okay. It says I don't waver from what I know is right. We know. It says I don't waver from the truth. Monique says. So if that has to be public, I'm okay with that. Lord. Said that she added that she's still wanting for both Winfrey and Tyler Perry to agree for a conversation with her. She said, I'm still waiting for Tyler Perry. Still waiting for Oprah Winfrey to say, let's have this public open conversation. Don't run. Don't run. What? So according to Monique, the tension stems from her decision not to travel internationally to promote Precious, the movie, okay? The 2009 film that Perry and Winfrey co-produced alongside director Lee Daniels. Said that she has long claimed that the fallout from the decision led to her being blacklisted in Hollywood. Maybe it's your mouth too, in addition to, all right? A lot of that has to do with your mouth, Monique. Monique also addressed the long running narrative that she's hard to work with, saying that the label originated from Tyler Perry himself. Okay, ciao. For the people, this is what she's saying, for the people that said that I'm hard to work with, they've not worked with me, she explained. But when you have a man named Tyler Perry saying she's difficult to work with and you've never worked with me, that cost me 12 years of my career. So at this time, neither Tyler Perry or Oprah have publicly responded to Monique's renewed call for a conversation, and they not. You've been talking about this for years, and they still have not. Oprah said, I will not, follow up on this bullshit. Oprah is over there busy with Stedman, okay? And Tyler Perry is busy over there. Did you see that he just purchased BET and something else, child? He just purchased 2 networks, I just saw. In addition to him having legal troubles of his own for allegedly inappropriately touching somebody from the show The Oval. Y'all remember that? The little white boy that said Tyler Perry was doing some inappropriate things to him. So Tyler is busy. Tyler got a huge case coming up where he's being sued for $100 million. Oprah ain't got time for this bullshit. She's trying to keep her nose clean. So Monique, baby, go on and do what you got to do and leave these people alone. They are not going to respond and definitely not sit on no public platform to have a conversation with you to make you sleep better at night. Moving on. All right. Moving on. All right, so I got to play this too because I found this. All right, so we got some updates, or an update rather, for y'all. Remember the old lady in the Dan Markle unaliving scheme, plot, or whatever you want to call it, okay? The grandmother that was over Dan Markle being unalived, she put this whole business together. Donald Addison, okay, that's her name. Let's go ahead and get into this update that I found online. because there's more people, child, look like they ask to be in jail too. So let's get into it. Shout out to a voice for victims.
This morning, we're being a voice for victims and focusing on the murder of law professor Dan Markel. The 41-year-old father of two was shot twice in the head at his home in Tallahassee, Florida, back in 2014. He was in the middle of a bitter custody battle with his then ex-wife, Wendy Adelson. But since his murder, Wendy's mother and brother Charlie, as well as 3 other people, are behind bars, all convicted in connection to his murder. But his ex-wife, Wendy, remains a free woman. According to former Palm Beach County State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg, Wendy could face charges with the holiday season.
I predict that Wendy will be indicted by Thanksgiving. That's my prediction. I don't have any inside information, but if you watched the trial closely, which you did, you can see that Wendy was a featured player. And after the verdict, the jury foreperson came out and said that Wendy, who was the ex-wife here, deserved to be next.
Yep.
So while Wendy watch, so to speak, rolls on, her mama Donna is adjusting to life behind bars. We've got a new video to show you of Donna being transported to her sentencing earlier this month, and she appears to be in good spirits there, although she received a sentence of life in prison without parole for the murder of her former son-in-law, Dan Markel. So we're asking this morning, after 5 convictions, has justice truly been served for Dan Markel?
No.
Or is the justice incomplete at this point? I want to bring in 2 people who knew him well. 2 of his former students, now both successful practicing attorneys, Joanna Nieves and Luis Baptiste. Good morning to you both. Joanna, let me start with you. The question of complete justice, have we seen it?
Good morning, Julie. So I think we've seen substantial accountability, but justice at this point is still incomplete. I think that when you have something so emotionally charged at the center of this all, the custody battle, the relocation, the children, you think Wendy. And so the story just feels like there's a void. And I think many people are hoping to see the full picture.
Yes. Louis.
Wendy lied so much on the stand, y'all. I watched a lot of this case. Wendy, the wife, okay, of the man, Dan Adelson, who passed away. Dan Markel, I'm sorry. She lied a lot. She lied a whole lot. She tried to make like she tried to act like she had nothing to do with it. She didn't know nothing about it. Whole time, sis, you knew a whole lot about this, but you lied, and I feel like she should definitely go down as well. I really do. So let's continue.
Louis, same question to you, please. Is this complete justice at this point in time?
No, I think we have not seen complete justice. I think until every person that played a role in Dan Markel's death is held accountable, no matter how big or small the role was, we won't see justice. Until everyone who took a father away from his 2 boys is in prison, there won't be justice.
I'm in agreement with you. I want to focus on Dan Markel. And, he's been gone a long time. When we think back, this justice for him, has been slow moving at points, seems to have stalled at points. But, 2014, he was killed. When you think back to your time with him as law students, I want to know something he taught you and that you've taken with you as you've gone on to practice law. And I'm sure he would be so proud of both of you and all the success that you've accomplished. Louis, what's one thing that he taught you that's been really important for you in the practice of law?
I think he taught me to be relentless. If we look at Professor Markel's career, he was a scholar in many fields. We know his blog, Prof's blog, with his editorials in the New York Times, with his pedigree and his education, he never stopped. He kept pushing. When I spent time in his office, that's what he was talking about, being better, being sharper. And so every day I try to be better and be sharper because Professor Markel could have just been comfortable. He had accomplished enough, but he didn't. He still aspired to do so much more. And that's what was taken from the world, the so much more that he would have done.
Isn't that the truth? That's really the truth, Louis. I think 41, there was so much life ahead of him taken away so brutally. Joanna, same question. What's one thing he taught you that you continually use in the practice of law?
For me, it's that I belong in the room. I think that going into law school, I had this sense of imposter syndrome, and it was such a small class that I had with Professor Markel. It was an advanced level course. It was maybe 10 to 15 people max in there, and it was intimidating being a law student and not knowing what I was doing, but having this person who was so sharp and intelligent allowing me to feel like I belonged and I was part of the conversation, and I do carry that with me.
Oh, that's awesome. Tell us more about what it was like to be in class with.
Okay, so they're just going into how they feel about it. So what do you guys think about that? They are now, I think, going to go after Donald Addison, and they should. Not Donald, but the Wendy Addison, which is the daughter, and the now ex-wife of Dan Markle. So they definitely should go after her ass, because I feel like she did lie and a whole lot. And she's also a attorney as well, I hear too. I think I heard she's an attorney as well. So y'all know she's smart. She knows how to cover up things and lie, and she knows how to answer questions in a way to where obviously she didn't do a good job, because I called a bunch of lies whenever she testified. But I'm happy that they are also looking at possible charges for her and getting her ass locked up too, because I definitely feel like it. The sad thing about this is that the mother and father will possibly be locked up in jail. But end of the day, you guys took the life of the kid's father, and everybody that's involved in this, including the mother. If she was involved, she also needs to be locked the hell up too. Grandma ass is in jail for life. Wendy, your ass need to go too. And everybody, when I initially talked about this, a lot of people saying, well, what about Wendy? What about Wendy? Yeah, Wendy's ass should be locked the fuck up too. I think so too. I think she knew about the plan, the plot. I think she might have moved some money around to help pay some people that was involved. Like, yeah, I actually believe she should be locked up. So y'all can go ahead and put in there what you guys think. And we're gonna move on. Let's go ahead and get the jam session out the way, because I don't want to stay on this too long. All right. Yeah. Over a court order. You're right. You're right. They didn't want the kids to have to move. And grandma done got her ass in the middle of it, and they had this elaborate scheme to get rid of the man. I was like, damn. Yeah. Let's go ahead and get into jam session, guys. Step on that light for me. That's 71. Let's get back to the show. Thank y'all for the likes. I appreciate y'all. All right, next topic, honey. Let's get into some Braxton news. We ain't gonna be on that too long. All right. Gotta talk about Tawanda, honey, her evil ways. I ran across this. I said, oh, we gotta talk about this. Now, y'all know Tracy Braxton, when she passed away, she left everything to her son. Okay, everything was left to her son. But from what I see here, it's saying that Tawanda, shout out to Sherelle's World, because she is the one who put this information out there. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about it. They said that allegedly reported by blogger Sherelle's World that Tawanda Braxton is reportedly trying to gain control over her late sister Tracy Braxton's estate. Now, y'all know that was left to her son. That's him right here. That's Tracy's son. Okay. Tracy left everything, including he has the rights over Tracy's name, like everything. So they're saying Tawanda's trying to swoop in and get it for financial purposes. All right, because y'all know she having some financial issues right now. She about to lose her house and every damn thing. So it says that according to sources, that Tracy's will left her entire estate to her only son, Kevin Jr., who manages her likeness, name, and all profits tied to her legacy. Y'all know Tracy has music out there. She has some other businesses and things that she left behind, all of which were left to her only son, Kevin Jr. So it's been said that Tawanda has recently been in contact with Kevin Jr., allegedly trying to persuade him to sign over certain rights or ownership under the impression that it would benefit the family or help preserve Tracy's image. Now, it says that, however, in my Kimmy voice, insiders close to the situation claim that the real motive may be financial, suggesting that Tawanda could be looking to profit from Tracy's name and brand. It says that many fans online have expressed disappointment and concern, feeling that Tracy's legacy should remain in the hands of her only son, the person who she trusted the most. She didn't even leave it to her husband, because y'all know they said he stepped out and allegedly had a baby on her. So it says that the situation continues to spark debate across social media about family, money, and respect for the deceased. I don't feel that his son should sign anything over to Tawanda. If she would have wanted that way, she would have done that prior to her death. She would have given Tawanda a certain percentage of rights or a certain percentage of anything that she owned prior to her death, but she left it to her only son, who she knew would take care of and do the right thing. So Tawanda, you might need to go on and get you a 9-to-5, baby. You might need to go on and get you a 9-to-5. I find it very strange, and I've been watching this show for quite some time. I follow all the Braxtons. I don't see no pictures of Tawanda, like birthdays. Not to say that they don't, but I'm just saying I didn't see this common interest into Tracy's son until after Tracy passed away. Now all of a sudden everybody want to be favorite auntie. All of a sudden y'all want to have him on the show for a storyline, and you know, while the boy is grieving and going through some other things, you know, he has some legal stuff going on as well. Plus he was going through a damn divorce. Being on TV was the last thing he needed at that time after losing his mother, because he was dealing with so many things back to back to back. And I feel like that was very, very selfish of the Braxton family to ask him to do that. And I feel like he felt obligated because he didn't want to let anybody down or make anybody feel like he wasn't being a great grandson. But it just really balls me that now that Tawanda is trying to put herself in a position to take over something that was supposed to be left to Tracy's son. That's her only son. I mean, if you're having financial troubles, I mean, damn, your sister Tamar already spent all this money helping you get a house. Trina's loaned you $10,000. You ain't paid that back. You done stole some Social Security checks from your mama. It's given that you've been dipping in everything. Okay, Tamar done bought you a car. Like, everybody's trying to look out for you. Now you've had to sign your house over to this new guy that you done married because you were having some issues and didn't want to lose that. Like, it's given like you need to sit it down, sis, and you need to maybe find, you trying to do some acting, maybe see if you can get into some acting, or just go ahead and get a job. I mean, shit, if Lily from SWV, honey, and she was on tour and everything else, had to break down and go out here and get a good old 9-to-5 job so she can pay her damn bills, baby, swallow your pride so you can swallow shrimp and lobster. That's all I'm saying. Shit, I be so sick and tired of people trying to find the easy way out of doing shit. If you gotta work, girl, you gotta work. I mean, they're like, oh, ain't you from that show? Oh, okay. But at least you paying your bills. At least you ain't about to lose your house. At least you ain't out here looking stupid, got to commit crimes in order to keep it moving. Like, damn. I'm sick of her. All right, but while we on her, let's go ahead and get into this. Child. I hope the son don't do it. I hope the son don't do it. No. Don't you give her none of those rights. Let's get into her right here because she had more to say. People are saying she's been jealous of Tamar. Let's get into this. All right. Shout out to Braxton Family Values.
Our space, and that's very, very, very important to give people their space, regardless on if it's your sister, your brother, your mother, your father, your spouse, your companion. You need space sometimes. Sometimes you need time. You need to reflect. You need to get recentered, regrounded. That way you'll be able to move forward with having a great conversation, just like me and you, Ray. You sure? It was just the same thing.
Tawanda was ready. Me and Tawanda was, let me tell you, whenever me and Tawanda saw each other, we looked like two bulls looking at each other like.
Yeah, I was like,
But you have to remember, the thing was, they were doing their job, and I was given a script also to narrate what they See, because what y'all don't know is I used to see the unedited episodes. I saw the full episodes before they were edited and certain scenes were taken out. So I know I used to see all of that, and I would comment on that, and then the feedback would come back. Don't talk about this person, focus on that person.
Right. But, our space, and that's very, very, very important to give people.
So Tawanda was feeling a certain type of way. Of course, y'all know during editing, certain scenes will be taken out and some scenes will be shown. It's amazing that they kept that scene in there about Tawanda doing all this stealing and carrying on. And she's sitting there looking all crazy. Maybe she didn't know that was going to be shown. I don't know. But yeah, so they are really, Tawanda is definitely getting her ass handed to her this season. I tell you that. Because all the secrets that's been going on, Tawanda's getting her ass chewed up. And she's definitely being exposed this season. So a lot of people have been saying that she is jealous of Tamar, probably because Tamar's found her footing. She's doing what she loves to do, which is singing, and now she's got this retrograde thing out there. She's trying to do some acting. Tawanda, you've been trying to do acting ever since the show with a young. Okay, you've been trying to do singing since forever, since you and your other sisters, Tamar and Trina, were in that group. Okay, the Braxton sisters. So I don't know. I think that Tawanda's maybe giving up on show business, maybe, and she just thinks that people should take care of her. And you have family members that think that the other family members that made it, because you guys heard Tony say on the episode, well, family's supposed to look out for and help family. Yeah, you can, but you're not obligated to. You're a grown-ass woman with a husband. What is your husband doing to help you? It's a shame to sit up and say, as a Braxton, that you ain't got but $150 in the bank. That means you ain't doing something. You sitting on all that talent. You say you can sing, go sing. You say you can act, go act. But to now be over there trying to ask Tracy's son to give you certain rights of stuff that belonged to him, that was left to him by his mother, Tracy, I feel like you're trying to get over now. Because he is still dealing with grieving of his mother. So I feel like you're using that as a way to connive and manipulate your way into getting some things that Tracy left to her son. And I'm going to stick by that, okay? I don't got nothing for Tawanda, child. Let's move along. Imagine trying to do a good deed, and your good deed almost gets you locked up. All right, let's get into this. Because, child, imagine finding someone's wallet. All right. And you say, oh my God, let me look in this wallet. You see the person's license. You say, oh, let me take this wallet to this person's house and give it to them. Upon you doing that, when you bring the wallet to said person, the person want to call the police on you. Right? Let's get into this topic, honey. I said, I know you lying. This make people not want to do good deeds.
Only to be sued for $3,000. A boy returned a wallet only to be sued for $3,000 by its owner. 17-year-old Adrian found a handbag in a supermarket parking lot containing $10,000 in cash. He drove more than 10 kilometers to personally hand the wallet back to its owner. He thought he would be praised for his honesty, but instead, the owner called the police. She claimed that $3,000 was missing from the bag and demanded that Adrian repay the lost money. Adrian felt deeply wronged. He hadn't taken anything, but now he had no way to prove it. The police, too, couldn't determine who was lying. The case has since entered civil litigation. Once the story went public, it ignited fierce debate online. Some said this is what happens when kindness gets punished. Others argued he shouldn't have returned it without evidence. A judge later commented that no matter how good your intentions are, you should always keep a record of your actions. Adrian said quietly, I just wanted to do the right thing. I never thought I'd end up being treated like a thief. A boy returned.
If he wanted to steal the money, he didn't have to come to your house. He could have just took the money out and threw your fucking wallet back on the ground. But the fact that he drove out his good gas and brought you the damn wallet just shows that he was trying to do the right thing. Because most people who just want to get, most people who just want to get the money out, if they open the wallet and see that much money in there, they're just going to take the fucking money out, especially nowadays with people being in, financial situations. He could just took that fucking money out and threw that wallet back down and kept it moving. But the fact that he came to your house, brought the wallet, he's seen on camera, he's showing his face, showing you, hey, here's your wallet. I'm showing you that you left your wallet somewhere, just trying to do a good thing here. You immediately call the police to make it seem like this person jacked you or stole your wallet. Like, what the hell? Oh, damn. I felt like that was not good. And then two, how can you prove that you had that much money in there or that you were missing that much money? Did you just leave the bank? Do you have a receipt showing that you just took said amount out of the bank and that you put it into your wallet? And now a certain amount of money is taken up out of there to where you think that he may have stolen this money because somebody else could have picked up the wallet and took it out prior to him picking it up. I mean, what do y'all think? I feel you on that, Carla Van Zandt. I wish he would have just kept it. Hell yeah, And I know it's not the right thing, but if you're gonna be getting sued for trying to do the right thing and wind up in court over doing a good deed after you done drove over there to give said person their wallet, like shit, it just gives that you should have just kept the shit and threw the fucking wallet back on the ground. I don't recommend that. But I mean, damn, that's what it's gonna lead to. So y'all sign off on that. Okay, it's giving you can't do no good deeds no more out here because people just will not allow you to be great. Okay, so there's a new thing that's going on that Walmart is getting ready to implement here now. Hey, one more thing I want to show y'all too. With the economy and people stealing and stuff like that. Okay, hold up. All right, let me edit too because I want y'all to see. Got to keep you guys updated on everything. All right, so let's get into the next thing. Walmart is getting ready to implement this new system. It's called stealing from their stores. So imagine that. Okay, you got caught on camera putting something in your pocket, skip scanning, whatever the case may be. It's all stealing. This is something that I'm seeing all over the internet and all over social media, where Walmart is getting ready. Well, Walmart is starting to put these things in here, like these cages with the little bench where you sit there until the police officer or a police officer comes to take your information and take you on downtown for retail theft or whatever type of theft. All right, let's get into it. So Walmart's new shoplifter detention area. Y'all see this?
A new place for all they shoplifters.
Oh, are those actual cells?
Yeah. The
shoplifter detention waiting police. You see that? So if you go on Walmart and you steal something, they're gonna put your ass in this cage until the popos come there and arrest you. So you sitting there, people walking by looking at your ass locked up in this damn cage because you've been up and stealing out the store.
shoplifter detention area
In front of everybody.
Sorry, just never seen this before.
Walmart watching.
That's embarrassing, right? Let's go back.
Walmart have a new place for all they shoplifters.
Oh, are those actual cells?
Yeah.
That is embarrassing.
The shoplifter detention area
in front of everybody.
Shoplifting detention area. Now, why can't take you back there in the little office and put them back there? I think they're trying to shame people into not stealing. What y'all think? It's kind of funny. But yeah, they should put it back there in that little room that they take you in so they can show you on the camera, like you right here. This is you putting this in your pocket. Da, da, da. Because they do have that little room, the little what they call it, child, like the security room or whatever. They should have put that in there, but no, they want to put it out here, child, so everybody can see your ass locked up in there until the damn police come, which is crazy.
Sorry.
Like, girl, did you see James and them in there in the Walmart detention area? They stole some shit out of Walmart, girl. Girl, get in here. People on their phones, people gonna be taking pictures and videos on their phones with your ass sitting up in there.
I've never seen this before.
Walmart watching.
Damn.
Walmart have a new place for all they shoplifters.
Oh, are those actual cells?
Yeah. The shoplifter detention area
in front of everybody.
Sorry, just never seen this before.
Walmart watching.
So security come up and through there and lock your ass up in the Walmart detention area. You say it's not funny, but it's funny. And it's kind of funny. You shouldn't be stealing anyway. All right. If you ain't got no money, you shouldn't even be in the store anyway, because then you're going to want to be up and stealing some shit. Okay. Y'all know Walmart got a lot of shit in there. All right. I can never go in there and get what I'm supposed to get and come out. That's why I try to stay out of Walmart. But baby, listen, Walmart detention center or area is definitely real. Okay. They get ready to start implementing that in all the Walmarts I hear. For people who decide to go up in there and be stealing. All right. So skip scanning, that's also a method of stealing as well. So if you're doing that, you scanning one thing, you're just throwing the other shit in the bag, you're gonna be on camera and your ass gonna be in this little cage over here awaiting the popos. All right. So don't be out here doing it. Let's move along. All right. Also, if you work in Walmart, I guess all of this, the rest of these topics are about Walmart, then we're gonna get out of here. So if you're working at Walmart, please do not be caught like this person here after your ass get fired, because this too is a crime. If your boss fire your child, just go into the house and y'all figure that shit out later. Do not, again, heavy on the do not wreck the damn store, because your ass will be going to jail. Let's get into this. This is at a St. Louis Walmart.
I'm at the Walmart on West Florissant. They just fired one of their employees, and she said, if she's not working now, she's throwing stuff right now. You don't need to go through
right
that.
here.
But she said if she's not working today, ain't nobody working. That's her walking towards me. She didn't tow the store up.
Tow it up, child. She did.
I don't know why she got fired, but yeah, where they police at? What?
All on camera.
Maybe that shit ain't worth going to jail for. Oh, she said clean it up.
She ain't done, honey. She ain't done.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
He said, oh, Jesus.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, black people got to do better. See, you going to jail for all of that. You going to jail for knocking all this shit over when all you had to do was grab your stuff and just leave, go on to file for your little unemployment or whatever you got to do. Doing this right here, you probably ain't going to get it now, okay? You're going to be locked up for doing this bullish right here, knocking all these people's stuff in the floor. Damn.
Walmart on West Florissant, they just fired one of their employees, and she said if she's not she's throwing stuff right now. You don't need to go through there. But she said if she's not working today, ain't nobody working. That's her walking towards me. She done told the store
tearing everything up.
I don't know why she got fired, but
you're
yeah. Where they police at? What?
Yeah,
maybe that shit ain't worth going to jail for.
Take all that.
Oh, she said clean it up.
I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you about to pay for all that with that little chick, honey.
I will. Thank you.
Mess. All right, last thing. So if you guys are shopping in Walmart, just to give you guys an update, there's something else that Walmart is making some changes about that's going to stop people from stealing, because they're not child. They said loss prevention. Y'all ain't about to work the hell out of loss prevention today. All right, so this is something else that Walmart is implementing in their stores. If you guys are going to shop at Walmart, okay, hold on.
They have locks on the meats now.
Maybe they locking up the meat.
Like
locking up the meat. It's locked.
What
Look at
the fuck? They have locks on the meats now.
After you pay, then they take off this little locking device.
They have locks on the meats now. Like,
y'all see this? So this like this little thing on here that's gonna go beep 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 when you try to go to the door and you don't pay for it. All right. So yeah, it's on the chicken. Gonna put it on chicken. All the meat that you get up out of Walmart, they're gonna have this locking device on here. All right, to prevent people from stealing. Because now you know people not getting SNAP benefits. People walking up in the stores and just up and stealing what they feel they need or deserve. And yeah, so Walmart, they're starting to implement these things into keeping people from stealing from them. No loss.
What the fuck? They have locks on the meats now. Like,
no T-bone today, bitch. Not today.
What the fuck? They have locks on the meats now. Like,
so there you go. If you looking to go in Walmart and stealing, probably not. All right. So you don't want to be locked up in that cage, and you damn sure don't want to get to the door and this thing here go off, and then they got to still throw your ass in the cage. So word to the wise. Go on out here, child, get your little job and do what you need to do so you don't be out here locked up. Don't nobody want to be locked up for the holidays, okay? What y'all laughing at? Yes, it's totally embarrassing. Oh, about the cage? Yeah, that is embarrassing. But that is a real thing. They're talking about putting that in all Walmarts now. So if you get caught stealing or committing some type of crime in Walmart, they'll lock your ass in there till the police come. And you're just going to be sitting there looking stupid with everybody walking by videoing and taking pictures of your ass. All right. So that is our show for the morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful one. If you enjoyed the show, go ahead and comment on all the topics that we talked about. And thank y'all so much for being here. Don't forget to like the video, share the video, and subscribe to the channel if you've not done so. Press your notification button so you'll know when I go live, okay? Which I do my middays, and then I come back and I do a later video. Unless something breaking news is going on, then I'll do additional videos. But thank you so much to my top flight mods, True TV Podcast, Tower KBR, Sweet Essence, Scorpion Miss, as well as Rose Armstead. Thank you also to the content creators that stopped by here. Janetta Speaks, if you're here. Simple Mom Family TV, Miss Didi, JCD Creations. Thanks for being here. Shay Renee, thanks for being here as well. Queen Speaks TV, I appreciate you. All right. Schoolboy, if you're in the house, thanks for stopping by. Did we miss anyone? Let me know before we get out of here. Did we miss anybody? If not, we're gonna go ahead and let y'all go. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys down. Happy Monday to you all, and bye.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter like some batter in your brain. That's why I say, fake it till you make it A. And if you play that game, then you just might make a change. Rearrange all the bad to okay. Take the worst thoughts saying, turn them to a game. Take the best thoughts saying, put them on display. On repeat in your brain till you're feeling no more pain. Never slow yourself down, you can do some more. Push past all the pain and you'll find a door. Open it up and finally explore everything that you thought you could never do before. And even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you